Hey everyone, we're back again with another weekend of finding some stuff. I have a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to pick up that I picked up, so we're going to get right into it real fast here. So I went to some estate sales, I went to a flea market, I went to a couple garage sales with my dad, and garage sales I struck out at with my dad because we went like later in the day. It wasn't until like 2 o'clock before we started hitting. But I was able to go to the estate sales the first thing in the morning. It was like 8 a.m. So I was able to find a couple of things. So let's get right into it and let's start off. So I picked up this. Is probably my favorite item that I picked up. And I picked this up for cheap. But it is a Sony PS2 Slim White. I know this is the rarer of the colors that they made, and I really was holding out for a white one because the black ones are pretty much a dime a dozen, but the white ones are a little rarer to come by. So I tested it, it works, and I'm super excited about that. It's got all the wires and everything. They're still in the box. It's no point in showing them the regular wires, but it also came with the white controller too, and I hit it with a little Windex on a paper towel and wiped it up, and they look mint. The joysticks are awesome. Everything is spot on, perfect. So I feel like the person that had it took care of it, so that's always a plus. I'm going to jump around from the days because everything is just stacked over here, but today I met up with a friend, a contact that I have. He does house clean outs, and he, whenever he comes across games and stuff that he thinks that I might like, he saves them for me, and he calls me up and he says, "Hey, I got this, are you interested?" 100 times out of 100, I will always say yes, even if I have everything he's got. Only because I'm a hoarder. But anyway, this was part of that. It was part of the lot. I did sell a couple things to one of my best friends, and because he was interested in it, he likes that stuff. So he gave me, I gave him a stupid price, and he did okay, and he gave me some cash. But first, we have an Intellivision. This is probably like the worst console ever made. Made by Mattel. It's cool. I've played some games on it. My buddy Joe, he likes to play Burger Time on it. That's his favorite game on it. He's got like 9 copies. I don't know why. This seems to be in good shape. The buttons are not like broken, and everything is in really nice shape. It looks flawless actually. But being that it's from 1970 something, 8, I want to say 1978. Yeah, 1981 it says on it. So it's just old. But like I said, it seems to be in perfect condition, and it's freaking heavy. Oh my god! So that's cool. And then what also came with that was not that. Some games. So we got the AV Wire, we got poker, Space Armada, baseball, triple action. These are all loose, nothing crazy, right? And then there's these ones right here, right? And then I have the manuals and the inserts to go on the controllers, right? Some of the inserts, like this is the Armored Battle. And then the manuals, which are all in great shape, so that's going to be on the chopping block. So I have like zero interest in Intellivision, so I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. I think it's cool. So while I was at the flea market today, I was able to pick up Pokemon Blue. I know this is like 20 to 25 bucks, but I got it for 5, so whatever. While I was at the estate sale yesterday picking up that PS2, that white one. I ended up picking up a Game Boy Advance, a white one. I picked up an SP, Game Boy Advance SP, and I picked up Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. Again, probably like a $20 game. But I ended up picking up that entire lot for $50. And as I'm walking out, somebody, taps me on the shoulder and offered to pay me $20 for that SP. So I ended up paying $30 for everything yesterday, which was this, the white PS2, and the Game Boy Advance. So I think I made out really, really good. So today's Sunday is really weird. I think the post office delivers packages on Sunday. I think to keep up with Amazon, because Amazon has their own drivers and they deliver on Sundays too. So I ended up picking up during the week on eBay all these games. But these games, they're empty boxes. I picked them up for cheap. I think they were like $30. They're empty boxes. If you've been watching my videos or if you know me, I like to collect things in the box for whatever reason. When they have the box and the manual and they're complete, for whatever reason, it makes me feel better. So let's run through the games. Let's see. Most of them are all box and manual, no games. But we have Eternal Champions, which I've been looking to buy that, and I don't know why. I've been looking to get it, so now I just have to get the cart by itself. MK2, Blade of Vengeance, which has the game, but it doesn't have a manual, so good luck trying to find that. Now they're on the floor and broken. Cliffhanger, which is complete. Aladdin, which has the manual, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna get this game and I'm gonna keep it part of my collection. And this is my favorite one out of the lot. I don't know why, because it's probably like a really crappy game, but Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm a big Star Trek buff, so I'm kind of excited for that. Oh my god, too much stuff. All right, now these games I have doubles of, so these are empty boxes, and I'm going to donate them to my local retro game store because I know they have a lot of Genesis stuff, loose carts. So I'm going to donate them and get on the guy's good side. So we have NBA Jam, Super Street Fighter 2, this one, like with the extra characters, regular Mortal Kombat, and Barkley's Shut Up and Jam basketball game. I have no desire to play any kind of basketball game. If they were free, I probably still wouldn't pay them. But like I said, I'm going to donate these to my local guy. He helps me out whenever he can. So I figured, if he's got some games that are $3 or $4, maybe he can mark them up to another $10 if he has boxes, and he'll make an extra few bucks. So, and I have these games anyway besides the 2 basketball games. I have the Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter, so it's okay with me. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go off somebody that I met on Let Go. He had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 6 NES games, and he had them for $15. I asked him. I kind of haggled with him a lot, and he ended up taking $5 for them. And I asked him to do 10, and then he undercut himself. He's just, because one of the games, like the label was all like, it looked like somebody took steel wool to the label and like brushed it off. But he's just like, you know what? I'll do $5 for them if you want them. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with him if he wants me to pay less. So we'll get into it. Here we go. We have Super Spike V-Ball, which these are all games I don't have, which is pretty much the only reason why I bought them loose. Rygar, but it's 5 screw. I don't know if that affects the value. Probably not. Karnov, Star Voyager. This is gonna come off. No big deal. And 720. And last but not least, we have Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. This was the label, like you can see the label's all janky. I feel like somebody started to like wipe it clean and like they wiped the paint off the sticker. But no big deal. I know it's a cheapy game, so I'm not worried about it. I know in the box, complete in the box, I think it's like a $15 game. So at 6 games at $5 a piece, they're like 85 cents each. So I'm not going to complain. I might end up donating that to my friend too, only because it's so cheap that I might end up just buying it complete anyway, and who cares. Alright, I also picked up, when I picked up that Pokemon game at the flea market, I also picked this up. It doesn't have the right game in it. It's got Wii Sports, which I have like 4 copies of. But I haggled with the guy. I'm like, look, it doesn't have the game, but I need the case. If anybody watched my video, I think it was last week's video or the week before, I picked up a bin of Wii games that were loose with manuals. This was one of it. So I told him, I said, look, you can keep the game. I just need the case. How much for the case? He said, give me whatever you want. I'm like, I've got 3 singles in my wallet. Take it. He says, okay. So I gave him $3. But now I have complete Wario Smooth Moves. So maybe I can learn something to pick up some chicks. Lord knows I need all the help I can get. Alright, so now, the next is probably the last of it. I thought I had more stuff. You know what? It just looks like a lot because it's just a lot of stuff. But the next thing I got from the same guy, my buddy, that I picked up the Intellivision from, that he does the cleanouts. So the next lot is a ton of PS2 stuff. I didn't even realize this, but there's like 1,600 or 1,400 games for PS2. I mean, and the most expensive one, obviously, Rule of Rose, which I'm trying to get so bad. But I just don't feel like spending $250 on a PS2 game. But I'll spend that on a NES game. Go figure. But in any case, we're going to go through the games.